In today's story, we get a nice and fair duel between two seasoned veterans. What? Not everything has to be funny.
Funny.
Pretend your father is still alive, all my fellow future outlaws. This is Card Games vs. Humanity, and I am that NAKK Double G. Back with a recap of that show that brings you so much after-school special inspiration that it must continuously remind you of it every episode, Duel Monsters. So as per usual, if you enjoyed, don't forget that sub, that bell, that like, hit up the Patreon if you want to support me. Leave a comment telling me if you were just as happy as the animators were when they realized about 80% of the monsters in this duel had to be summoned underwater. Underwater, somewhere where our hero Joey does not want to be as we head back to our duel with both players at similar life point value. And because Joey is a veteran, instead of just summoning another monster and attacking directly with both of them, almost taking the game, uses polymerization to fuse Alligator Sword and Baby Dragon into, yes, you guessed it, Alligator Sword Dragon. Ignore the clever name, also ignore the fact that now I can't attack at all, even though I could have just almost won the game instead.
Show me your underwater monster!
Joey, do you really think the animators are getting paid enough for that? Mako sets another monster underwater, confusing Joey as to whether it's in attack or defense mode, because apparently the field spell can just, allow it to do that. So instead of playing in any sort of fair way, Joey just says, well, if you're gonna cheat, so am I, casually flying over his monsters and attacking him directly for 1700 damage. What?
Look out! Dad!
Oh my god, Dad, look out!
Whoa! Mako continues this strategy of doing almost nothing, setting another card underwater, and we're not even sure if it's a back row or monster this time. Unfortunately for Joey and his lack of strategy, though, his follow-up attack is stopped by Tornado Wall. Actually, decent combo card with Umi that reduces all battle damage taken from your opponent. Oh, don't forget that even though this card sucked up the water that was covering my monster, it never actually revealed itself, so I'm gonna tribute it for something even stronger and not tell you what it is. Too bad for Mako, though. We all know back in 03, the only monster worth tribute setting was Guardian Sphinx, and I have a real severe love-hate relationship with that card. Mako reveals this monster to be the one, the only legendary Fisherman, launching an attack at Joey's Alligator Dragon that is seemingly countered by the activation of Energy Drain, a card that I'm pretty sure is actually just Silent Doom and that reduces the opponent's monster's attack to 0. Unfortunately for Joey, the sea is on Mako's side, aka while Umi is on the field, his monster is unaffected by spells, blocking his magic card and being forced to watch his precious fusion monster be destroyed. Back to Joey's turn, and he sets the monster face down. Oh shit, it's dead. Did you see how fast the legendary Fisherman lobbed that harpoon? No wonder it's his favorite monster. Joey Wheeler then gives us our best description of your average Yu-Gi-Oh player 20 years from now.
He kinda looks like you, only a little older and a little creepier.
Mr. Tsunami tells Joey to watch his mouth, that this card was given to him by his dad before he died. Well, sorta. And oh god, it's time for another flashback of the same tidal wave that we've seen 10 times already. I found my dad's lifeboat missing after the storm, so it makes total sense that he made no attempt to come find me afterwards, or we had no emergency plan set in motion in case something bad happened.
I even built a monument overlooking the sea to guide him home.
Yeah, that's a monument, alright. Also known as a grave.
Mr. Tsunami!
Okay, I'm gonna ignore that insanely dedicated mailman as best I can. Point out the fact that his father knew where he lived well enough to deliver him this package with a single card and a note that says don't give up instead of just, going to fucking see him. After about 5 minutes of inspirational speech about why his father helps him, Joey responds appropriately by just saying, let's do this. Seriously, he says he respects him, but he doesn't pay attention to any of the story he just told. And because this is an exciting duel, Joey uses his turn to set one more back row and set a monster face down. A monster that we later see could have been actually useful, but never mind, it's Mako's turn, and I think he's performing a ritual or something. Sacrificing this poor shark and jellyfish in his hand, he brings the fortress whale to the field. The strongest monster in his deck, apparently, even though Amphibian Beast was at 2400 last episode. Oh shit, it's Merrick and Bakura, who are still on a date talking about how they're gonna rule the world together. Bakura wants to know exactly what Merrick wants for him so he knows how to claim that rod. Merrick just says he needs a duel for him and win a few cards and the rod is all his. Bakura accepts and I sit there wondering, was this scene really even necessary? Back to the duel, Mako destroys Joey's Rocket Warrior and then launches a massive direct attack with a Fortress Whale, taking out most of his life points and seemingly cooking him alive in the process.
See those two shadows? One of them has gotta be the Fisherman that Mako hid under the water.
Since when do the holograms have shadows underwater for more than like a second or two? Why is this suddenly a point of interest to where the actual whale is swimming around? Not like the whale's just gonna be flopping in the middle of the pool where there's actually no water because it's an actual hologram. Like, this becomes such a point of contention for no reason. It's Joey's turn, and for once in his life, he seems to have drawn the perfect card, setting two back row and summoning the nimble Panther Warrior to his side of the field. And because he's a 4-star duelist, Mako just attacks right away with his Fortress Whale, only for his Fisherman to be snagged by the magical arm shield that has to be attached to Panther Warrior for some reason. He whips Mako's already dead father into the path of the Fortress lasers, destroying his own monster in the process and sending Mako into a deep, deep depression.
Hey, it's just a card.
Wow, Joey, it's not just a card. I can't believe you said that. Mako goes into ultra sad boy mode, claiming that he needs the card to be brave and strong. He needs a trading card to be strong when he was literally fighting the jaw strength of an orca in the last episode. I think your masculinity is intact, bro. You're probably fine. Mr. Wheeler claims that he doesn't need that he doesn't need this freaky-looking fisherman on a trading card to inspire him. That strength was inside him all along. Gotta love that even when he's trying to help, he takes the opportunity to insult his father in some way.
The memories of your dad and your courage are in your heart, not in that card. And nothing can take that away.
Joey, god damn it, stop being like mature and respectful. I don't know how to handle it. Anyways, back to the duel. It's still Mako's turn. He just attacks again with a fortress whale because I guess he's been taking tips from Merrick. Unfortunately, being stopped by Joey and his love for just waiting for people to do shit. Activating what is this? Kunai with chain. Stops the whale's attack and raises his own Panther Warrior up to 2,500. A nice boost, but not quite nearly enough to end the game. Unfortunately, Mako forgot one important thing. This is Battle City where the rules are always in flux, allowing me to activate this equip spell during the damage step. Lightning Blade, raising my Panther Warrior's attack all the way up to 3,300, destroying the whale and leaving him with only 150 life points.
Any last words?
Yes, 6.
Those 6 words better be chicken wing pizza with blue cheese. This duel is not over yet, is what Mako actually claims, activating Return from the Doom, when I'm pretty sure is just another Silent Doom copy. Also possibly energy drain from earlier. He revives one monster and puts it underwater, making Joey very suspicious. Oh wait, never mind. Joey draws one of the best magic cards of all time, Giant Trune, blowing away all magic and trap cards on the field and revealing the legendary Fisherman. Realizing that Mako basically threw the game last turn, Joey says it's been an honor and quickly kills his father for the second time. Seriously, why did he bring it back just to watch it die again? After the duel, Mako cries like a true masculine man, handing over his 2 locator cards and his 2 rarest cards to Joey, saying that Joey has earned his respect and thanks him for the wild therapy / dueling session. It really helped him. Shit, Kaiba's got a message from headquarters. They finally found out where Joey's located. I love that sophisticated technology that only took 45 minutes to find him in the same city where he was already dueling the whole time. The episode ends with Kaiba telling Yugi that after he helps him, he immediately wants that duel. Yugi says, shut up, bitch, and let our capes do the talking. Well, that's it for this week's episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and of course, a shout out to all my patrons. We're only about a week away from Christmas. Hope you all got your stockings stuffed properly. What? I mean it. No dirty innuendos. I genuinely mean it. This has been the Man from Earth with all the girth, ladies and gentlemen. On Christmas Eve, 10 p.m., we have an opening you better not miss. You better be there. I live stream rarely, and when I do, it's good. Let's pull like $20,000 worth of cards. Later. And I have a severe love... Damn it. Merrick says he just needs to duel for him and win a few cards, destroying his own monster in the process and sending Mako into a deep, dark...